Amy Blanche Stewart, the woman who was arrested in December for concealing the death of her 87-year-old mother, was charged Wednesday with obtaining property by false pretense, according to New Hanover County Sheriff Ed McMahon and District Attorney Ben David.
Over the last couple of weeks, we have extensively looked at bank records that were accessible to Miss Amy Stewart. And what we determined is that Miss Roth, who was a widow of a postal worker, was having checks still deposited into their joint account from the federal government in the form of annuity from the retirement for postal workers, as well as the Social Security Administration. The approximate amount of those checks was in the neighborhood of $8,400 on a monthly basis, aggregating to that total amount. For that reason, because we believe that the death of Ms. Roth was concealed for the benefit of obtaining her benefits going forward, that is the quintessential case of obtaining property by false pretenses. Those two additional felonies recognize the two different victims, that is the two different financial institutions, in this case really two arms of the federal government.
Stewart was arrested last month at 612 Cherry Laurel Court, where authorities say she had concealed Blanche Matilda Roth's death since June. While the authorities did come forth with the additional charges on Wednesday, they said they were not prepared to divulge any more details relating to the cause of death or the post-mortem treatment of the body.
I can't comment on that beyond what the medical examiner has made public. I can tell you that's something that obviously we've worked closely with the medical examiner's office, and I know officers with the New Hanover Sheriff's Office were there at the autopsy.
Stewart was given a $5,000 unsecured bond on the latest charge and is scheduled for a court hearing Thursday.
We didn't feel any additional bond was warranted. There's no additional facts that call for protecting the public or would demonstrate that she's a more increased flight risk. These two charges are both Class I felonies, just as the other concealment charge that we filed in December is for concealing a death. And so like those, given the absence of a criminal record, she is not eligible to go to jail.
David also said that while it is not out of the question, no other member of the household was to be charged at this time.
There are other individuals that were in the home. There was a husband who was had some real medical issues. I don't know if you're aware of that. And then some children, adult children, and minor children. The answer is, under a theoretical standpoint, absolutely you can charge. I always ask not only can you, but should you. And in this case, the status of our investigation to this point has revealed that Miss Amy Stewart, to the exclusion of everyone else, should be charged in this case.